Most people believe that walking more is the secret to staying healthy after the age of 70. It sounds simple, right? Take a stroll every day, keep your legs moving, and you'll be fine. But what if I told you that doctors are now raising a red flag? Not against walking itself, but against making it your only form of physical activity. Yes, walking is beneficial. It helps with circulation, gets your body moving, and keeps your heart pumping. But here's the hidden truth: walking alone is not enough. In fact, if it's the only thing you're doing, it might actually be speeding up the aging process instead of slowing it down. That might sound shocking, but let me explain. As we age, our bodies change in ways that require more than just steps to stay strong and mobile. We start losing muscle mass, our joints become less flexible, and our balance begins to decline. Subtly at first, then more noticeably. And while walking helps maintain a basic level of activity, it doesn't challenge the body in the ways it now desperately needs. Relying too heavily on walking, while ignoring the other essential types of movement, can actually lead to serious consequences: muscle atrophy, joint strain, a slower metabolism, and even an increased risk of falls. This is why health experts today are encouraging people over 70 to shift their focus. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 powerful habits that matter even more than walking when it comes to staying strong, energized, and independent in your later years. These aren't complicated or overwhelming. In fact, they're simple and accessible. But most people never hear about them, especially the last one, which almost no one talks about, but can have a huge impact on how long and how well you live. So stick with me until the end. What you're about to learn could change the way you move and feel for the rest of your life. And before we dive in, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on videos like this. If you find this video helpful, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. Your feedback helps us make better content for you. Let's begin. 1. Strength training, the key to preserving muscle mass. You've heard it before. Muscle is the engine of the body. But after 70, it becomes something much more than that. It becomes your armor, your foundation, your key to independence. Walking, while good for mobility, doesn't do much to build or preserve muscle. It mainly activates the lower body, and even then, it's not enough resistance to truly stimulate growth or prevent deterioration. That's where strength training comes in. Sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle that occurs with age, is one of the biggest threats to your ability to live independently. And it doesn't just happen suddenly, it creeps in slowly. One day, you can carry the groceries with ease, and the next, you're struggling with the same bags. At first, you may think, maybe I'm just tired today. But what's really happening is your muscles are fading away. Let me give you a real example. Robert, age 74, walked daily. He believed that as long as he was staying active, he was doing everything right. But then something changed. He noticed that lifting a small box felt harder than it used to. Getting up from the couch took more effort. At first, he blamed it on aging. But his doctor told him something important. Muscle loss doesn't just happen. It accelerates when you don't challenge your muscles regularly. So Robert began incorporating strength training into his routine. Nothing extreme, just resistance bands, bodyweight squats, light dumbbell exercises. Within months, he felt like a new man. He was more stable, had better posture, and more energy throughout the day. And that's the beauty of strength training. It doesn't mean lifting heavy weights or becoming a bodybuilder. It simply means adding just enough resistance to keep your muscles alive and engaged. Try this quick test. Sit in a chair and try to stand up without using your hands. If you can do it easily, fantastic. You're on the right track. If it's difficult or you feel wobbly, that's your signal. Your muscles need attention. The good news? It's never too late to rebuild strength. With consistency, strength training can reverse muscle loss, improve your balance, and protect your joints. Even more impressive, studies show that maintaining muscle mass is linked to a longer lifespan, better mobility, and improved brain health. If you're still relying only on walking for your exercise needs, consider this your wake-up call. Muscle is your greatest asset after 70, and preserving it is the smartest thing you can do for your body and your future. If you're still watching and finding this valuable, drop a 1 in the comments so I know you're here. Now let's move to the next crucial piece of the puzzle. 2. Balance and stability. Your secret defense against falls. Most people think that because they're walking regularly, their balance must be fine. But here's the truth. Balance isn't something that automatically stays with you. It's a skill that fades unless you train it. And after 70, that fading becomes more noticeable and more dangerous. Falls are one of the leading causes of serious injury in older adults. But many of these falls aren't caused by weak muscles. They're caused by poor balance. Think about this. When was the last time you stood on one foot to put on a sock or reached up to grab something off a high shelf? Did you feel completely steady, or did you have to brace yourself? If you're wobbling or grabbing for support, that's not just aging. It's a sign that your internal balance system needs attention. Walking doesn't challenge your stabilizer muscles. It doesn't engage the small, crucial muscles in your feet, ankles, and core that keep you upright and reactive. But balance-focused movements do. Take Edward, age 76. He was active and walked daily. But one day, stepping off a curb, his foot landed unevenly and he nearly fell. That moment shook him. His doctor explained that targeted balance training, like shifting weight side to side, standing on one foot, and moving slowly with intention, could rebuild his internal sense of stability. And it did. Within weeks, Edward felt more confident walking, bending, turning. Everything became smoother. Balance training doesn't require special equipment or a gym. Just a few minutes a day, practicing standing on one foot, walking heel to toe in a straight line, or even slow weight shifts can make a big difference. Try this. Stand near a counter, lift one foot, and hold for 10 seconds. If that feels easy, great. If you wobble or put your foot down, that's a sign your balance needs work. Better balance means more than just avoiding falls. It improves your posture, your coordination, your reflexes, even your confidence in movement. So, if you've been walking every day but still feel unsteady at times, it's not your imagination. Your balance needs its own kind of training, and the sooner you start, the stronger and safer you'll feel. 3. Flexibility and mobility, the keys to comfortable movement. You might think you're doing just fine as long as you're walking every day, but here's a quiet truth. Walking doesn't do much to maintain your flexibility. Over time, our joints begin to stiffen. Movements that once felt effortless, bending down to tie your shoes, turning your neck to look behind you, reaching up to get a glass, can start feeling restricted. And when your mobility shrinks, so does your independence. That's why flexibility and mobility exercises are now being recognized as critical after age 70. Think of your joints as hinges. If they aren't used in a wide range of motion, they begin to rust, slowly and silently. Someone like Walter, age 78, experienced this firsthand. He was still walking every day, but mornings started to feel stiffer. He had trouble getting out of bed. Reaching for something on the floor became awkward. His body was no longer moving the way it used to. So, he made a change. He began incorporating gentle stretches, controlled rotations, and joint opening exercises into his daily routine. Within weeks, his stiffness eased, his movements felt smoother, and even his posture improved. The best part? These flexibility exercises don't require a yoga studio or complicated routines. Simple movements like neck circles, shoulder rolls, knee-to-chest stretches, and ankle rotations can keep your joints lubricated and moving freely. And the benefits go well beyond just feeling less stiff. Greater flexibility leads to fewer aches and pains, better circulation, improved posture, and even a reduced risk of falls. If you want to test your flexibility right now, try this. Stand tall and slowly turn your head to the right, then to the left. If it feels tight or limited, that's your sign. It's time to stretch more. Mobility loss is not inevitable. You can reverse it. Just a few minutes of daily, mindful movement can keep your body feeling younger, more agile, and pain-free for years to come. So, if walking is your go-to exercise, that's wonderful. But it's time to add flexibility into the mix, because staying mobile means more than just moving. It means moving well. If you're still here with me, comment 3 below so I know you're engaged. Let's continue. 4. Core and posture, the foundation of strength and stability. Your core muscles are the unsung heroes of your body. They stabilize your spine, support your organs, and keep you upright and balanced. But here's something most people don't realize. Walking does very little to engage the deep core muscles that truly protect you. After 70, your posture and core strength become critical. If your core is weak, your body begins to shift. You might hunch forward when walking, feel lower back pain more often, or struggle to stand for long periods without discomfort. And over time, these issues can lead to instability, chronic stiffness, and a higher risk of falls. Let's look at someone like Harold, 75. He was always active and proud of it. But over the years, he noticed his shoulders rounding forward and his lower back aching more frequently. Even though he walked daily, he wasn't activating the muscles that kept his spine aligned. His doctor explained that without core training, his posture would continue to collapse under its own weight. So, Harold started doing simple core exercises, things like seated pelvic tilts, standing posture resets, and gentle abdominal bracing. And the results were remarkable. Not only did his posture improve, but he also breathed more deeply, experienced less pain, and felt more confident with every movement. Core training doesn't require a gym or special tools. It's about slow, deliberate movements that engage your abdominal and back muscles. Try standing with your back against a wall, head, shoulders, and hips touching. Can you hold that position comfortably? If not, your posture might need strengthening. A strong core does more than keep you upright. It improves your balance, protects your joints, and even helps your digestion by supporting internal organs. So don't overlook this vital area. If you've been relying only on walking, it's time to start strengthening your center, because real strength starts from within. 5. Joint protection, moving smarter, not harder. Now, let's talk about something almost no one mentions, but it might be the most important of all. Your joints, knees, hips, ankles, shoulders, these are the body's shock absorbers. But as we age, the cartilage that cushions them wears down, joint fluid dries up, and every step becomes just a little less forgiving. Walking, especially when done excessively without variation, can start to wear on these delicate structures. It's not that walking is bad, it's that it's repetitive. Same movement, same pressure, same joints again and again. That's what happened to Raymond, age 77. He walked every day believing it was keeping him healthy. But over time, his knees stiffened. His lower back ached. He felt sore after walks instead of energized. His doctor told him the truth. Joint pain wasn't inevitable, it was preventable. So Raymond switched things up. He started swimming. He added gentle cycling and Tai Chi into his weekly routine. And guess what? Within weeks, his pain began to fade. He stayed active, just smarter. Joint-friendly movements like water aerobics, chair yoga, cycling, and flexibility-based stretching help reduce strain while keeping your body engaged. They increase blood flow, improve joint lubrication, and strengthen the muscles that support your joints, all without beating them down. Here's a test. Sit in a chair and slowly stand up without using your hands. How do your knees and hips feel? Smooth and steady, or stiff and sore? That discomfort is your body's way of asking for a gentler, more supportive approach. Low-impact movement isn't just a nice idea, it's essential for protecting your long-term mobility and comfort. So, if walking has started to feel more like a chore and less like a joy, it's time to switch gears. Move smarter, move lighter, move in ways that honor and protect your joints. A new path to aging well. As we wrap up, take a moment to reflect. If walking is the only thing you've been doing to stay fit, now is the time to expand your approach. Your body is asking for more. Not harder workouts, but smarter ones. Focus on preserving your muscle, on training your balance, on restoring your flexibility, on strengthening your core, and on protecting your joints with low-impact movement. These aren't just exercise tips. They are your roadmap to aging with grace, energy, and confidence. It's never too late to start. Your body hasn't given up on you. It's simply waiting for you to give it what it really needs. So, let me ask you, what's the one area you need to focus on most right now? Is it balance, flexibility, core strength? Share your thoughts in the comments. I read every one. And your stories inspire others more than you know. If you found value in this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us keep creating content that informs, empowers, and uplifts. Until next time, stay strong, stay flexible, and remember, you have the power to age beautifully.